Hey, it's September 2025 and we're taking a look at the update to the user interface for Suno. So some things here have changed a little and some are pretty similar. So let's just start here. So if we have a look, our credits have moved up to the top here. We've got the model selector. My understanding is that some of these are going to go away, but they don't seem to have yet. If we're going simple, we've just got the ability to upload audio or record it, choose between instrumental or not. We've got our ability to add inspiration or styles, as I think they may have previously been called. And we can click on our random selector, which I think went away. Well, I haven't seen it because I mostly use custom. So what I'm going to do here is click on lyrics, and you'll see if I do that, it shifts us over to the custom area of the system. We've got the audio up here, persona if you've created any, they're available here, and inspiration where it goes and looks at your playlists, and you can select those and it will pull through a style for you there. So I'm just going to delete that. In here, we have our lyric creator. So we've still got the ability to write lyrics. And I think we can choose the models here. So we've still got the two different models. You can put in your topic and get it to write the lyrics for you. And we still got the two options that get created. And apparently I love fish, or you can't fish. So that's the creation option there. I'm gonna get rid of that. Still the instrumental selection in there for us. And we can hit an expansion here by the look of it, which is nice for us to be able to get that full screen view. Also, we have the styles in here. Now, maybe I was wrong about that. The dice roll isn't in custom, so maybe it wasn't in the simple area. But this is interesting. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. We've got, looks like a library, and I think I saved that into my library some time ago. But I can't see how you would save a new one here. Let's just add some of these. Here we go. So it looks like you can undo that. We can now add that to the library. We can clear the whole lot. Or we can use the expansion tool. I'm not sure if this has a name, but what that does is it looks at what you've selected for the style and will turn it into a fully described prompt. So it's interesting. This does seem to be just layout, nothing new that I'm aware of here. The ability to exclude styles. I can put country in here. Gender selector for your vocals. Weirdness. I quite like to shift this one up to the 80%. Yep, okay, it's actually can go a little higher. It used to go red at 80 some time ago. Now it goes red at 85, meaning what I've experienced with that is often it'll produce a 4 or 5 second song if you go into that red zone. But it can just get you that variance as you're creating your songs. And the style influence. Title of the song and the workspace where you save the song to. I'm just going to go over to this part of the screen over here. These have been moved around a little. So we've got the filters. And we've got the like, public, and uploads. We've also now got a new button here on the remix edit area, which means it's sitting outside of the menu structure here, even though it is still there. We've now got that sitting there for us to get into quickly. And in here, looks like we've still got the same options that we had previously. That seems to be the majority of the change when we're in this view here. Oh, we do have some options that have changed up the top. So when we're using essentially the edit remix option, you'll see now we've got a drop down inside this part of the screen. We can add vocals, interesting, or add instrumental. I'm intrigued to see how that works. I might have to come back with another video for that one. And we also have the audio influence added when we are dealing with something we've already created. So that seems to be the update to the UI. A few things there that basically just pull together a little less screen space and have a few change of where buttons are located. Hopefully it just makes it smoother to use. As always, I'm sure we'll get a lot of feedback online about whether people like this or don't like this. I just like to go in and use what I'm given. So hopefully that helps. If anybody was wondering what anything does, it doesn't really look like there's any new capabilities in there. It is just a UI improvement. Keep an eye out. I am really looking for that Suno Studio coming hopefully very soon. Thanks.